Hey everyone, we're getting warmer weather now. No coat, sweatshirt. We're in the upper 20s, so that's fantastic. We should be out of freezing here very soon. I just got a heck of a deal on peat moss, and I'm going to redo my coops today. So if you wanted to hang out and check out how I do that, awesome. If not, it's fine too. We're gonna oh, I got peat moss all over my face. Anyways, let's head in the coop. The dog's out today. So let's see here. We're gonna redo this one over here. So hi Chili. Yeah, you're gonna come and help? Of course you are. We're gonna have to bust out all the frozen stuff first. And oops, sorry, Chili. And once I get all this stuff taken out of the way, just gonna start scooping it all out. Come on, girl. Yeah. And that I'm gonna leave in. Our rock for the water. And oops, hi guys. I know, just wait. Okay. Chili, you're not gonna be very helpful in there, you know? All right, it looks as though got all the stuff out. What do you say we time lapse this baby and get back to it once we're all done? Hi, I'm back. Everything is, I guess, sort of done. It still isn't warm enough, I guess, to use and break up all that peat moss that I brought in, but I did it, and I guess it's just gonna have to work. So, got the sand sifted out, I got all the turds clean, I got the wood all down. I'm gonna start bringing the food over, and I'm gonna start bringing the food over and then the branches, and I'm gonna clean up a little bit in there and start transferring the birds. And I think I'm just gonna time lapse that as well because it's gonna be a very long process. And well, I have so much to say today, I'm just not gonna do that. So, anyways, let's do this, huh? So I'm gonna get, yeah, we're doing a big cleanup today. This has just been like, it's been a pretty gross, it's been a pretty gross winter, and I haven't spent as much time out here as I usually do. And it's okay. Everything's great. It's a good day to do this. It's a beautiful day outside. Got to walk in. Probably gonna go hit the sauna later today. And while it's not exactly super fresh air in here, still I have the door open. I turned the fan off because it's just very, very noisy with it on, and it's not really needed when the door is open. But anyways, yeah, it's a little bit of fresh air. I'm feeling some junk in my lungs. My kids have all just been sick, and it's not something I want to just be sitting around the house with. And they're pretty content just relaxing still as they recover. And while I love hanging out with them, I had stuff to do, and it's a great day to be outside. So, all right. So I just cleaned out the other one as long as I was out here and it was nice, and figured why not. Already doing it, already dirty, already gross, may as well. So I got all the peat moss in the other aviary, and I got everything cleaned out of here, which just feels really good. Got my chair set back up so I can come hang out as it gets warmer, and yeah. Birds are settling down a little bit. There's a couple that just really, really do not like to be held, and one of them, I'm sure you saw, launched right out of my hands. My almost all white one back there, my male, he just doesn't like to be held either, and he just flew on his own. Usually I have quite a few more that will just realize, oh, we're doing the transfer, and they take off and fly, and end up just being him this time. So anyways, that's the craziness there. So I'm hoping now with this peat moss, which is actually, I'm sure you can see like the little elevated parts that I have. It's really more for something for them to hide underneath of, but I figured why not fill it in with stuff, because then I have another little area to go. And there's a couple, like the girl that's up there right now, that's one of her favorite places, and she actually lays eggs in there for me if there's enough coverage. And so anyways, I noticed that it was pretty awesome for like actually just drying the turds, like just making them hard. Like it soaks up the moisture from them, and it doesn't smell like at all. So I'm giving it a whirl on both of them. I'm gonna see if I can just sift everything out and not have to like really, not have to really worry about it, and hopefully keep the smell down. I still have lime, which I can use also, but in here the water was not really working on that rock, so I'm sure, I don't know actually if I had it on or not, but I put the 2 logs in, and now I have the food and the water up on there, so hopefully there's a little bit less food waste, because with quail you get a lot. I really, really love those square feeder ports from Rent-A-Coop, but they don't make square ones anymore. All they make are the round ones, and I feel like with those, or maybe I just put them down too low. There's just a lot more waste with those than there were with the square ones for some reason, and it might just be the height that I put that. So I do have some more. I'm gonna have to try and make some more up, because my plan now is, if this works, where I can just sift the turds out and not have to change the bedding as much or rotate them back and forth. Plan is to get a hold of some of my teacher friends and see if they are interested in incubating and doing a little course on quail, and then I'll get this going with the other one. It'll probably take about 3 hatches. I have a very, very small incubator. I have 2 small incubators, but half of them every time end up being boys, so I get about Out of the 60 I hatch, I usually get 30 to 40. It depends on a lot of factors. Humidity is a really hard one to control here, and sometimes it just gets way too humid. And I've actually done dry hatches and had really great success with that, so I might just do a full-on dry hatch this time. But anyways, it usually takes me at least 2 or 3 to get up to the numbers that I really want in an aviary where they work out with them, without them being like super territorial or anything like that. And then sometimes, you just get the odd hatch where you have a lot more boys than girls, and so it's not really anything you can ever, I guess, really put an exact number on. It's just something you can kind of hope for. And so anyways, yeah, that's where I'm at. So eggs are doing good selling, and I have enough to do all the things that I want to do too. And I really just want to dig these birds. They're pretty awesome. So most of them are there, but you can see a lot of them. We really like that sandbox area. Also, I'm in their hidey corner, so they're probably just hanging out a little bit farther away right now. Whoops, I'm so sorry. Until I get out of here. So, I'm gonna collapse this down a little bit. So we're gonna go out. Here again. There they all are. There and there. And there's a couple more behind me, but as you can see here now, as I come in here, whoops. Oh, there's a ton in there. Yeah, there's a couple in there as well. They're all gonna start migrating back that way, and they have their boards, and they're just cut some branches off of the trees in our property, and just use them as little hides until all the needles fall off. I really prefer the hemlocks because the sitka spruce hurt like a son of a gun. And I do this barehanded a lot in the summer, so definitely it'll be hemlocks only in the summer, but in the winter you get gloves, so that works too. Yeah, but I just filled my compost pile with so much of the pellets and the sawdust, and it does a really great job absorbing moisture, but the smell is just it gets wet, and then it gets like a caked layer of just wet and poo, and it doesn't really dry out. And I haven't noticed that yet with the peat moss, at least in the very thin layer that it's in. And so we're giving it a whirl. Again, not an expert. I try a lot of things, and a lot of things don't work well. And mulch was awesome. I actually did use mulch and pellets for a while. It worked really great. But still not as good as I wanted to. I don't really want to go back to stack cages. I really love having the aviaries. They're really chill, and I actually like to come in and sit in here with them. Actually, I just like to sit outside and watch them, but when I get a really good book that I feel like reading out loud, sometimes I cover read to them. They like it, and they get used to my voice. I talk to them every time I'm in here, every time I'm helping or moving them around, or we're doing things so that they get used to my voice. When they are raised inside, we talk a lot next to them, hold them, try to as much as possible. But yeah, so another fun day dealing with poo and stuff, and hopefully that's going to be all soon. So I did just order like an extended handle scoop, and it's a 9-inch wide one by like 5 inches deep, to help start sifting through the turds and stuff out here, so I don't have so it doesn't take as long, and so I also don't have to like change everything all the time. So it'll take a while the first few times because I got a lot of clumps of peat moss out here. It was so frozen. I'm sure you watched me stomp and stomp and stomp. I kind of felt like I was smashing grapes, but they were frozen. Really, that just was not not how I wanted that to go, but again, had to roll with it, right? So yeah, Okay, well, thanks again for joining me at Jen's Apiary and Aviary. Oh, I was just going to show you two really quick. So I have the LED lights on here, and I have a timer on them. Give them about 10 hours of daylight a day, and pretty soon we'll be able to shut that off because it's getting more and more light every day. Love it. Anyways, I was just going to show you two. So there's, I have a timer for the lights, my heated water, which, whoops, is right there. It's freaking awesome for the winter. It actually makes this so much more tolerable. We tried like a heated water pump and just like little sip cups or dripper cups. We tried smaller containers with like fish tank heaters in them. We've attempted a lot of things to not have to water at least twice a day with all of our animals. And honestly, if I knew that rabbits wouldn't eat those water jugs, I'd probably get rabbits again if I could use those. But the quail can't eat them, and they do a great job with them, and it makes everything again like so much easier. So anyway, so I have the heated water, and then I'm sure you saw this and that, and it's shower curtain liners. I used hardware cloth on this side. I have chicken wire lining the rest of the inside of this aviary. Really wish I would have done the whole thing in hardware cloth because we have a lot of holes and a lot of places for mice to get in, and mice can fit through that chicken wire like it's super easy for them. And so we do a lot of mouse trapping in here. Actually have a really great 5-gallon bucket system that I can no longer use because I didn't empty it out. Got frozen. My dogs got into it yesterday, and I ended up rolling all over it in the dead mouse water, and it was so bad. Luckily, we were going in the woods, so we just threw them in the back of the truck, and they kind of got most of that smell off, and then my husband gave them a bath, and while I kind of dealt with all this stuff outside. And yeah, so we're gonna go back to a different alternative because as well as that 5-gallon bucket method works, they walk up a little ladder, you put a little peanut butter on a little flip lid. I'm really, really bad at cleaning those out. I'm really bad at checking them, and then usually I remember that I have it because of the smell, and it's just not something I think I'm going to be doing anymore. So we'll just have to probably go back to the little box traps or just the individual ones. Anyways, yeah, now I think that's about it. And thanks again for joining me, and until next time, hope you have just a beautiful rest of your day. Yeah, okay, bye.